Welcome to Architecture Bliss channel. There is a certain kind of magic that the Mediterranean world whispers into design, a sense of timelessness where every texture, every color, and every detail feels steeped in stories older than ourselves. Step into a Mediterranean kitchen, and suddenly you are somewhere between sun-drenched coastal villages and rustic countryside farms, where the air is filled with herbs, the walls glow with natural tones, and even the smallest detail feels intentional. But here's the part most people don't realize. You don't need a sprawling villa or a countryside estate to experience this charm. You can take a compact kitchen, yes, even the tiniest, most overlooked space in your home, and transform it into a Mediterranean retreat that exudes warmth, elegance, and functionality. Most of us believe small kitchens limit us, that their size dictates their personality. We think square footage decides the story we can tell. But design has never been about size. It has always been about vision. A small kitchen, when infused with Mediterranean soul, can feel larger than life. Imagine terracotta tiles underfoot, a splash of cobalt blue along the backsplash, or rustic wooden shelves that hold not just plates but memories. Even the humblest corner can glow with sunlight when it borrows from this design language that has evolved over centuries. Today, we want to take you on a journey where we push past the limits of walls and square meters, and where creativity transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. This is not just about cabinets and countertops. It's about creating a place that nourishes not only your body, but also your spirit. Because the Mediterranean kitchen isn't just a style, it's a lifestyle. It's about slowing down, savoring the aroma of fresh basil, enjoying olive oil drizzled over warm bread, and feeling connected to something eternal. And as we explore how to bring this magic into small spaces, we encourage you to keep your imagination open. Because if you can see possibility in a compact kitchen, you can see possibility everywhere in life. So let's dive in. And if you find yourself inspired along the way, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more timeless design inspirations, and share your ideas in the comments. We'd love to hear what Mediterranean details you dream of bringing into your own home. When we talk about a Mediterranean kitchen, the first image that often comes to mind is space bathed in natural light. But in a small kitchen, natural light may not always be abundant. This is where design becomes both clever and intentional. Use warm, creamy whites on the walls to reflect whatever sunlight is available, amplifying brightness. Layer in accents of soft terracotta or sandy beige to mimic the glow of sunlit stone walls. By doing this, even a narrow galley kitchen begins to feel expansive, echoing the airy charm of Mediterranean coastal homes. Adding mirrors strategically can multiply the sense of openness, bouncing light across the room the way the sea reflects the sky along the Mediterranean coast. Color plays an enormous role in capturing Mediterranean charm. Small kitchens benefit from palettes that breathe life without overwhelming the senses. Think about the blues of the Aegean Sea, the greens of olive groves, the golden yellows of Spanish tiles, and the earthy tones of Tuscan clay. Each color is drawn from nature, creating harmony that makes the space feel grounded. For a backsplash, consider patterned tiles in shades of cobalt or azure. Just a few square feet can change the entire character of a room. When combined with warm-toned wood, the colors strike a balance between rustic authenticity and vibrant energy, making even the smallest kitchen come alive. Equals, of course, Mediterranean design is inseparable from texture. A small kitchen without texture risks feeling flat or sterile. This is where natural materials shine. A countertop in polished limestone, a butcher block island in reclaimed wood, or even open shelving in rough-hewn oak can inject warmth and history into the room. Exposed wooden beams may not be possible in every small kitchen, but you can still echo that rustic energy through wood details in cabinets or ceiling trims. handmade clay pot on a shelf, a woven basket filled with lemons, or terracotta planters for herbs. All of these details weave together a story of authenticity. Storage often feels like the greatest challenge in a small kitchen, but Mediterranean style thrives on creativity. Instead of hiding everything behind closed cabinets, celebrate open shelving where stacks of earthenware plates or colorful ceramic bowls become part of the decor. Hang copper pans on the wall, not only for accessibility, but also for visual warmth. This approach transforms function into beauty, turning everyday objects into design features. By doing this, your compact kitchen becomes not just a working space, but a gallery of Mediterranean living. Lighting is equally critical. In Mediterranean homes, sunlight reigns supreme, but in small urban spaces, we replicate that warmth through carefully chosen fixtures. Opt for pendant lights in wrought iron or brass finishes, evoking old-world craftsmanship. Place warm-toned LED bulbs in alcoves, under cabinets, and over counters to simulate the glow of golden afternoon light. The Interplay of light and shadow creates intimacy, making the space feel cozy rather than cramped. Imagine preparing dinner under the soft glow of amber lights, the atmosphere echoing the romantic evenings of coastal villages. Flooring can't be overlooked. Even in a tiny kitchen, what lies beneath your feet sets the tone. Terracotta tiles bring instant Mediterranean character, their earthy tones grounding the space. Patterned encaustic tiles in blue, cream, and gold create vibrancy and recall Moorish influences in Spanish and Moroccan kitchens. And if budget or practicality doesn't allow for stone or tile, even vinyl or laminate options that replicate these patterns can achieve the same mood, blending practicality with timeless style. The Mediterranean kitchen thrives on nature, and even the smallest kitchen can embrace this spirit. Herbs growing on the windowsill, olive trees in miniature pots, or even dried lavender tied in small bunches add life and fragrance. These touches don't just decorate. They connect you to centuries of tradition where kitchens were spaces of nourishment in every sense. Imagine plucking fresh rosemary from a planter as you cook. Suddenly, your small kitchen doesn't feel small at all. It feels abundant. Furniture choices are another way to amplify Mediterranean design in compact kitchens. Instead of oversized chairs that overwhelm, choose slender wooden stools with woven rush seats, reminiscent of rustic farmhouse kitchens. A small bistro table tucked into a corner can echo the intimate cafe culture of Mediterranean towns. Even foldable options in natural wood or wrought iron can transform a tight nook into a dining spot filled with character. Let's not forget the role of art and decoration. Small kitchens often shy away from decor in fear of clutter, but Mediterranean style thrives on personality. A single ceramic plate hung on the wall, a framed watercolor of a coastal scene, or a hand-woven textile can bring soul into the space without overwhelming it. Think of it as curating a story, each piece chosen not just for beauty but for meaning. Technology and modern needs can also blend seamlessly with this rustic style. Compact appliances with vintage-inspired finishes, like a retro fridge in soft cream or a range hood clad in copper, provide function without sacrificing charm. In fact, these details add layers, harmonizing the old with the new, and proving that Mediterranean kitchens are not about living in the past, but about celebrating timeless principles in a modern world. Maximizing space remains central to our discussion. Clever use of vertical height allows small kitchens to stretch upward even if they can't stretch outward. Install shelves that go right up to the ceiling, using the topmost ones for decorative baskets or rarely used items. Hooks beneath shelves or on the sides of cabinets can hold mugs, utensils, or herbs. This not only frees up counter space, but also reinforces the open, lived-in feel characteristic of Mediterranean homes. Another key principle of Mediterranean design is imperfection. Unlike sleek modern kitchens that prioritize minimalism, Mediterranean kitchens embrace irregularities. A hand-painted tile backsplash doesn't need to match perfectly. Its slight variations tell a human story. A wooden counter that gains scratches over time becomes richer in character. In a small kitchen, this philosophy is liberating. It means you don't need perfection to create beauty. In fact, imperfections are what make the space feel truly authentic. The heart of Mediterranean kitchens lies in hospitality. Even if your kitchen only fits 2 people at a time, it can still radiate welcome. A small wooden cutting board placed out with olives and bread for a guest creates the same feeling of abundance as a grand feast. In these small gestures, the Mediterranean philosophy thrives, celebrating togetherness, slowing down, and savoring life. As we explore these details, light, color, texture, storage, and atmosphere, you start to see how size doesn't limit possibility. Instead, it sharpens creativity. A small space pushes us to be intentional, to choose with care, and to prioritize authenticity over excess. And in that process, we capture the very essence of Mediterranean living. At the end of the day, transforming a small kitchen into a Mediterranean retreat is not just a design exercise, it's a mindset shift. It's about looking at your space, however modest, and seeing not what it lacks but what it can become. It's about choosing warm, earthy tones that echo centuries of tradition. Embracing natural materials that feel alive, and letting every detail, no matter how small, tell a story. It's about remembering that a kitchen is more than a place to cook. It's a place to live, to connect, and to create memories. The Mediterranean kitchen reminds us that beauty is not measured in square footage, but in feeling. A bowl of lemons glowing on a windowsill, a splash of cobalt blue in the backsplash, a terracotta pot holding rosemary. These small touches can completely transform a space. And if you can create beauty in a tiny kitchen, you can create beauty anywhere in your life. So, as you look around your own kitchen, we encourage you to see possibility. Let the colors of the sea and the earth inspire you. Let natural textures ground you. Let imperfection remind you of authenticity. And let your space, no matter how compact, become a sanctuary of warmth and joy. If this journey inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more timeless design inspirations, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us, what Mediterranean detail would you bring into your own kitchen first? The rustic tiles, the natural textures, the herbs by the window? We can't wait to hear your ideas. Together, we'll keep transforming small spaces into extraordinary places filled with soul, warmth, and timeless charm.